Hey Shmoo, I wanted to respond to this topic. My sister is very religious. She works for the Christian Union at Melbourne Uni, and she would like to study theology so that she can teach people about God. So in a nutshell, she's incredibly religious. And as you can imagine, that made me really nervous and scared about coming out to her. I was so worried that she would reject me when she knew that I was gay because of how strong her religion is. But she didn't. She has been amazing. She's really supportive of me, and yeah, I really appreciate that. But she organised a series of speeches about God for 1 week in Melbourne Uni, and the one that she was most involved in was called "Does God Hate Gay People?" So I went along to show my support, and there was a guy there who had come down from Sydney to speak, and the main gist of what he said was, it's okay to be gay, there's nothing wrong with that as long as you don't act on it. And I was like, hang on a minute, if there's nothing wrong with being gay, why is there something wrong with acting on it? And he was saying there was a young man who came to me and wanted to work with me, and he confessed to being same-sex attracted, and he had managed to resist the temptation to act on it, and that's really great. And I wasn't keen on what he was saying. He said that I'm not too sure about lesbians, they can't really have sex, so, I'm not too sure about them. A lesbian relationship is basically just a friendship, and I was like, whoa. I spoke with my sister about the speech afterwards and told her that basically I was offended and didn't like what he had said, because I was like, if I want to live my life right in the eyes of God, according to this man, I'm not saying that everybody is of the same belief, but according to this guy, I can't have sex at all, because he also said that marriage is between a man and a woman, full stop. So no matter what, gay people can't have sex, ever. So I was like, that really sucks. No matter what, I can't express my love to the person that I'm with. So she was like, well, I can't have sex either. And I was like, yeah, but you can, like, you're straight, so you can get married and then you can have sex and still be right in the eyes of God, according to this belief. So yeah, I'm not too keen on that whole way of thinking, let's just say that. And another thing that you mentioned was, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to say that it was your cousin and your aunt. So you were saying that your aunt is fine with you being gay but not with your cousin being gay. And I have this scenario. My cousin is gay, and before he came out, like a long time before he came out, my mum was like, oh, do you think Corey's gay? And I was like, I don't know. And then she was like, well, if he is, it doesn't matter anyway, he's still the same person. So I was like, cool. Thinking, oh, she'll be fine with me when I tell her. But she wasn't. In fact, she reacted really badly, and it hurt me a lot. For a long time, she ignored it and was, saying that maybe it's a phase. No matter how many times I said, I think I would have, figured it out by now before I told anyone. Yeah, so for a long time she wasn't okay with it, and I reckon it was less than 2 years ago, I said something to her like, oh, so you'd be okay if I brought a girlfriend home then? And she was like, what, you're coming out now? And I'm like, hang on a minute, I told you years ago. How can you be saying this? And I don't know. She's better now, which is good, but yeah. I can kind of understand it though. Like, I'm not happy about it, but I can understand it because I can see why it'd be easier to accept that somebody else that you care about is gay more than, or easier than your own child being gay, because if it's somebody else, then you still want the best for them, but if it's your child, you, like, from the moment that they're born, or even before that, you have like an idea of what you want and expect for their life. You know, grow up, find a guy, get married, white picket fence, 2.5 kids, and then, you know, when your child comes out as gay, then all of a sudden that comes crashing down and you realize it's not going to happen, or if it does, it's going to be different. So I can understand why she reacted in that way, or why parents do, if that's the case. Yeah. Anyway, I'll stop rambling now. Alright, ciao.